Communities in Uttar Pradesh have suffered from the impact of floods for generations. 3 rivers originating in Nepal run through the area. When rain in Nepal raises the water level, this information does not reach the downstream communities in India. Local NGO PGVS has developed a system of informal communication for flood early warning. Villages along the river now have disaster management committees with various responsibilities, including reading water levels and performing search and rescue activities. This trans-border early warning system includes 95 communities across the eastern part of India, including Mehinpurwa, a village 175 kilometers away from Lucknow along the bank of the Ghagra River.
Institutionalising Sustainable Community-Based Disaster Risk Management, or CBDRM, is an ambitious USAID OFDA-funded programme. Partners across Africa, Asia and Latin America submitted 264 case studies of CBDRM. The best 25 case studies in each region were then analysed in more depth to identify the ingredients for how CBDRM can be the most sustainable and institutionalised. This video showcases how these ingredients can be mixed together and used in practice to make CBDRM more successful.
They have working on the information collection about the trans-border stations, river monitoring stations, and also they have monitoring the rainfalls through linkage with the community to community, hydrology and meteorology departments, and also the government departments.
Communities are fully responsible for the activities in their villages. The village committees develop risk and vulnerability maps with the participation of all vulnerable groups. Based on this knowledge and experience, they define water level thresholds that trigger different levels of alert. The input of technical experts complements this local knowledge and supports the understanding of the correlation between upstream water levels, downstream levels, and timescale.
The connection between the government, the communities and technical services have shown that it's important that there is a policy environment that fosters decentralization. There also need to be local strategies for disaster risk management for supporting the success of CBDRM activities. Another element of success of this case study has been the development of risk and vulnerability maps in participation with all community members, including marginalized groups, women, people with disability, youth and local authorities. And this has been really key for ensuring the effectiveness of the activities of the project.
They are working with the various key elements. First key elements, they are working on the risk assessment. Risk assessment in how the existing risk in these areas like villages. Then they develop the seasonal map for how they will track the risk on this month, and they will develop the warning services and then develop the river gauge monitoring stations and place the inside bank the rivers. And they have monitored in 4 times, and if the emergency they have monitored 8 and 9 times.
The communities coordinate with the Nepal hydrology and meteorology departments to monitor water levels and announce early warnings when needed. Messages can be sent in bulk, and the technology can monitor who has and has not read the message. And once the message is received, it is discussed with the village head, and the entire community, including women and children, disseminate the message, traveling house to house to communicate the risks. A siren and megaphones are also used. 3 warning levels are depicted by different colored flags: white for level 1, yellow for level 2, and the highest, the red for level 3.
The community had developed one map, social map. The social map involved the different indicators, like triangular indicators is huts, and the rectangle indicators is showing the cemented houses. And they have also mentioned where is the forest areas, where is the hand pumps, where is the wells, where is the ponds, where is the rivers. And they have also separated, developed the vulnerability mapping. What is the existing vulnerability for risk their lives and livelihood. They have developed another map, resource map. They have identified various resources like good condition hand pumps, like good conditions road, like safe road, alternative roads, and task force members who is trained on the search and rescue, who is trained the first aid process, who is trained the early warning process.
The creation of local structures such as these disaster committees and the use of mechanisms like locally trained task forces and the use of local materials have made this project self-sustainable in the long term. All these ingredients together are also really important for ensuring that the project not only is sustainable, but it can also be scaled up and institutionalized.
Though financial support for the project ended more than a year ago, activities continue to this date. This is due to a focus on vulnerable groups, strong government connections, and the use of SMS and WhatsApp groups. The disaster management committees are now embedded in the villages, and their reliance on local knowledge and local materials for risk maps, alert flags, and floating devices make them largely self-sustainable.